Welcome back to Let's Ride with Wayne and Uncle Jimmy.
That's right.
We got a good show for you to hear this evening. Yeah. So, Jimmy, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's happening?
I mean, I'm really excited about the show. I really am, because I tell you, one of our longtime sponsors, for this last year, these guys just show up in a very, very big way. These guys are really, really awesome. Mark, I mean, he's just been great. People know him as Kraut in the biker community, but this guy has just really brought shirts. You see, in here, we kind of brought some of the shirts, so we're going to talk a little bit about them. But before we bring them on, we had a couple things going on that we want to relay to you of some events that are happening in the community. This biker blessing that's happening over at the 16 Acres Farm, it's going to be amazing. Now we have Quentin Jones, who's going to be joining us to do that. The music guy, right? I mean, he's going to be bringing the band, and we're super excited about that. Who else we got? We got all these vendors coming out. I mean, we got, awesome vendors coming out. Quinn's Creations, if you haven't heard of them, wait till you see some of their stuff. We also have, of course, PNPA is going to show up.
They're going to be there.
Food trucks.
It's going to kick off the season the right way.
That's the way it should be. It's like a celebration, right?
Yep.
And then, we do call it a biker blessing, but it's also going to be a salute to our soldiers, our vets that are out there. They made the sacrifices, over the years, and we just want to honor them because they deserve it. They get overlooked quite a bit, but it's time for us to be able to go ahead and say, thank you very much, and to really get the word out there about, being supportive for each other. But anyways, what better way also to kick off the season, to have a little angel on your shoulder by blessing the bikers and the bikes. Yeah. I think that's really important to be able to go ahead and do that. I'm a big fan of that. So, but what other events we got going on? Because there's a lot of events.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
Preparation needs to happen.
And we're going to do the top 10. We'll do that again, but not yet.
That's right.
That's going to come at a little bit of a later time because there's some stuff that's still in the works. But we're getting more and more events. We're seeing more and more put out there. This past week, I don't know how many I shipped, probably about 10 of them. So
they're coming out.
Watch that. Save the date stuff. You're seeing a lot of that type of stuff. So put the date in your calendar. You might not have all the details yet because some of these rides we put out, they get started. People are like, well, this is the date, but they don't have all the details worked out. But keep an eye on the pages, the social media pages, because that's where we put this stuff.
That's right. Yeah. Because Wayne does a really good job with, the PA Riding Club. If you haven't got a chance to see their Facebook page, they're constantly putting a lot of stuff out there. We try to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. We always talk about piggybacking off each other.
Exactly.
But share, that's what helps build this biker community and getting the word out there. Just don't just share, share them off of his page, share them off of our page. Yeah. Share. Get the word out there because that's how we want to be supportive. And a lot of these events, there's a lot of good causes behind them. And we're going to talk about one particular that's happening this weekend, a little later. But I really got to tell you, let's go back to PNPA for a second. I can't wait to bring this guy in here because he's been really, really awesome. He's been a really close friend of mine, of ours, really, because we've gotten to know him these last few years. And he's just been a rock star, but he's got a story. And there's a story behind, the whole purpose of PNPA, Pull No Punches Apparel. Mm-hmm. And, you get to see the logo. Of course, I got to wear my gear today. I got to show this guy off. Come on. It's like, Superman when I put the shirt on, right?
There you go.
Yeah. I just got to get a little taller, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I'll let that go.
Oh, you can fly. You don't have to.
Yeah, that's right. I can fly.
You can fly. Welcome back.
Yeah.
All right, we're excited to introduce everyone. Mark Westfall, better known as Kraut among the biker community.
That's right.
So we've got some questions for him here on the history and that type of stuff. How he got started with PNPA.
Back in 2006, I lost my son Shane. So I that was his dream to come up with a t-shirt business. So I pursued that in 2013. I came up with a logo and a name and put them together, and here we are.
So Shane having this idea. Can I ask how old he was?
17.
17 years old, and he had this idea of wanting to do the T-shirt thing,
Yes.
and then you just kind of took it over. So you thought it in your heart to take that over, huh?
Yep. And I was getting sober at the time, so I needed something to fill my time.
Wow.
Yes. It didn't happen overnight. It took me quite a while. I came up with crosses and skulls, and that's too cliche. So I came up with the name first, and I seen the knuckles, and just it went together.
Okay.
So what I did was I made a bunch of these shirts here, and I would bar hop and sell them.
Okay.
And I was actually selling hundreds of them. So that's when I knew I had something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it led into all the other ideas.
So that's the shirt it started with, kind of that design.
Yes, right there. That's what started the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it's definitely tough looking, and we've seen a lot of these shirts before where they have a lot of sayings in the back of them, which I know you're going to get a chance to show that us a little bit. But tell me about Puno punches. Like, what's
It's cutting
that?
edge.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I won't repeat some of the quotes I have, but if you go on my website, PunoPunchesApparel.com, you can read them yourself.
Yeah, so you say that again. So it's PunoPunchesApparel.com, and you have a slew of stuff there. And it's just not the shirts.
No.
There's hats,
Oh, you
hoodies,
got hats,
flannel
hoodies?
shirts.
I'm showing
There
you
a
go.
model today. I'm a model today.
I have a couple of the flannel shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah, all kinds of.
good
I got
stuff.
tons of hats, all kinds of different hats and
And
beanies.
Quality. I mean, these shirts and they're fantastic. I mean, we love to ride in these. I know a couple of my brothers that wear these shirts. They're phenomenal. And the logo, come on. When they see that, listen, I got to tell you, when they see this logo, okay, it's awesome. And you see it. I was at a diner the other day, and we're just sitting there, and there was a guy that was over there looking at me, and I'm like, maybe he knows me from something, I don't know. And he came over, he's like, he looked, he's like, "No Punches Apparel," right? I was like, yeah, the biker community comes together
Yeah.
for something like this. When they
I've
see
had that
logo.
numerous times.
Yeah.
Well, when I started out, I was doing MMA too. And I sort of got pushed out of that. They came up with their own apparel.
Gotcha.
Then the bikers they adopted me.
Yeah. The biker community here is awesome, and we said this many times. You're an important part of this. This biker community. I'll go out and say too. Thank you very much for this last year. You being one of our sponsors and just getting the word out there. I think that's a really big thing for us and also for you guys. Because we love your shirts. We love what you guys and the whole reason behind it too. So for those who don't know, share that with Mark or maybe get a chance to come out to one of these events, because it's not an event unless PMPA is there.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not
That's
an event,
right.
right?
Where do you sell? I mean, we talk about events. I know we see you at quite a few
Ocean
of them.
City Bike Week, Gettysburg Bike Week. My website, we went over that, PunoPunchesApparel.com. All kinds of biker events.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned on my Facebook, and there's a ton of them.
And he's located too, like in South Central PA.
Yes.
So South Central PA. So you see a lot of these events, but you just said it. So you'll go out there to like the
Bike
different
nights.
bike weeks and
Bike
stuff.
nights, bike weeks. Yep.
Yeah, and then you can say you're worldwide if you're going to be on the interweb, right?
You can say that. Well, you can order from anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Can you tell us a little bit about your shirts and what you got going on here?
Like I said, this is my original.
Okay.
And then I started out with the hoodies also.
Very
And right there's a biker shirt, the Don't Fear Dying. And I do fundraisers for the hurricane. That's the North Carolina victims.
Okay. That's the
Oh,
blue
really?
one.
That's cool.
And I have a category, support our soldiers. There's more to it in there. And I have another category, crush it. That's geared towards fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different collections.
So you're covering a lot of ground with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I took the original logo and sort of added a white accent there. You can see that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that comes in different colors.
So like the green one.
Oh, okay. So you can get red or blue or different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
There's like 10 different colors. Yeah.
Can somebody call you and say, "Hey, listen, I have an idea. Of something you can put on the back of your shirt, stuff."
Custom, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I do custom work. Just like the A-Bait shirt there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so the AV, so it can be like it doesn't have to be Puno Punches Apparel.
No,
Okay.
nope. I can do strictly custom work.
Okay.
I do quite a bit of that.
Wayne, I tell you what, I think we got us a biker over here.
Well, yeah, let's ask to make sure. We got to be sure, right?
I'm just me. I ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I sell shirts.
Yeah.
If you want to call me a biker,
You kind of have
Yes.
to know. All right. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put in
you
here.
stereotyping me?
I mean, I was like something about the beard. I don't know. You look the part. I want to be your friend. So it's here's a really cool thing. I'm going to show a little bit of your bike. On here, I think your bike is pretty awesome. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Yeah.
The blue color scheme, and then of course you see a little bit of the PNPA on there too. So beautiful bike. And I got a chance to ride with you. I think we both.
Oh,
have,
yeah.
So
Yep.
you're pretty awesome. But it takes a biker to know.
Well,
I like the shirts and the apparel. What bikers want. Right?
It does, but we might profile him. If we see him somewhere, like, oh, that's
You're not the only one.
Yeah, we might profile him. We might do that.
You think? We might. Yeah. Hey, don't worry. I get it too. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I
Get a haircut, then you won't.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Live and let live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We wanted to be able to go ahead and talk a little bit more too about the special event that's going to be happening this upcoming weekend, and it's been just fantastic and just very, very special to see how Mark and this whole thing for the event is actually going to go and support him. But more importantly, what we're starting to also see is the community of bikers coming together for this one cause. And the brains behind the operation is Mr. James Quinn and his family, who have just been really just steamrolling through this whole thing, this whole idea of getting this thing together, a spaghetti dinner. And James is going to share a little bit about that too, and we're pretty excited to have him on the show. So without further ado, let's bring in James as well. All right, so we're back here, and we got James Quinn and part of Quinn's Creations.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I wanted to share a little bit about them too because I've seen some of your stuff. Your stuff is wonderful, great stuff. Knives. What else you guys got going on there?
I am a knife smith. I make my own knives.
You make them,
Yes. And my daughter is now making them with me.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we do a lot of custom engravings, and my wife makes cups and koozies and stuff like that.
How do you know this guy?
I met Mark about 2 years ago at an event.
Okay,
Okay.
so you guys usually had at the same event, so
A lot of them, yeah.
Were you
Most
both
of
set up there? Is that
Yeah.
how? Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and I mean, look, if you have the Puno Punches Apparel shirt, you have to have a Quinn's Creations knife, right there on the side. I mean,
Or a battle axe.
battle axe.
I can do that too.
Can you imagine me with a battle axe? That thing. I mean, I need.
I have one.
I believe it. Where can they find you real quick if they want to look you up?
Facebook.
On Facebook? Okay.
Yep.
So
James Quinn or Quinn Creations.
Quinn Creations.
There you go.
Okay.
And I set up all over the state at different events, different states. I'm all over the place.
now both these guys are going to be coming to our Biker Blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Biker Blessing.
So the farm Biker Blessing at the 16 acres is going to be there. These guys are going to be there, so that's going to be awesome. I think you guys are going to bring a really good feel to and a good vibe, to the community of bikers all partying, get this thing started right. So
I'm looking forward to it.
that's going to be awesome. It
Yeah.
It'll
really
be a
is.
great start to the
Really.
season.
It will be.
It really is.
So, what about this event that we're talking about this weekend here? How about some details on that?
We're doing a spaghetti dinner Sunday at the Legion on Arcadia Road in Lancaster. It's all benefit, goes 100% to Mark.
Okay.
It's going to be spaghetti dinner with dinner rolls, dessert, drinks, and just people.
Raffle
Talking.
baskets.
Yep, a lot of raffle baskets. We're going to do 50
Awesome.
50s, a couple of 50 50s,
Okay.
and it's
Cancer shirts.
Yep, the Pull No Punches cancer shirts will be there.
Nice. So you'll have some of your display stuff there as well.
Yeah, the cancer shirts. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So raffle, I mean, music. I mean, it sounds like it's just going to be like one big party, and that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like this event, I think, is going to bring just an entire biker community together. But
It will.
So that's the what. Tell me the why.
We're doing it 100% benefit for Mark. All the money goes to Mark that's raised at this event. Everything that's been raised to this point has already went to Mark. Mark's had a rough go. He was diagnosed with cancer, taken off work.
Wow.
He's beat the cancer now.
All right.
That's awesome.
And that's in itself huge.
Yeah. Big time.
But there's been a lot of substantial medical since then.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's out of pocket. So we're trying to help with that as much as we possibly can.
Out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you haven't returned back to work yet, right?
No, I'm still off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this can kind of help alleviate it, because if we know you, you'd probably go back to work, just to try to make sure to make ends meet.
I'm not quite ready, but I'm definitely getting there.
Yeah. But maybe the biker community can come together a little bit and help out. Try to offset that
Much
a little
appreciated. Yes.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of hey, you beat cancer. I mean that in itself is victory. It definitely is, and that's pretty awesome.
Well, there was a little blessing behind that. I injured my hip, and they went in to take a look at that, and they found the cancer. So if I wouldn't have injured my hip, they would have never found the cancer.
Wow.
So yeah, I was lucky.
Wow.
I am lucky. Yes.
And that was like last May then.
Yes.
Okay.
It all.
Have you gone through surgeries and?
Yep. 2
all kinds of-
surgeries, and I'm on the road to recovery. Yeah.
Awesome. Good.
Yep.
Awesome. So that's one of the big things. And I appreciate your heart. I could tell, that this is driven by heart.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love our community. I really do, because a lot of the things that you see, a lot of these events and stuff, is driven by the heart and the cause behind it,
Exactly right.
And what better way, to celebrate, Mark and stuff, and than just to be able to come together, to try to help out. Now, I wanted to ask you. I understand there was a milestone coming up here shortly. On
Yes,
Monday.
the 10th. It will be 19 years that Shane passed. Yeah.
Did you know that by any chance?
I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't plan. Right? I mean, you didn't
Right.
plan it, like
No.
the spaghetti dinner to be like right next to the date that Shane had passed.
No.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, I think that's a God thing.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I mean
Yep.
that's pretty touching, But can anybody come to this, or is this just more like a biker thing, or
Nope. Anybody and everybody.
anybody and everybody come on
Yes.
out? Spaghetti all for everybody, huh? I mean, I guess everybody can eat spaghetti. That's
There's
pretty
spaghetti
good.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be plenty of it, right?
Hopefully there's enough.
What time does it start?
It starts at 2
Okay.
and it goes till 7.
Okay.
Okay.
And people can come like at 4:00 if they want
Yep.
to come like later times and whatnot after church. or
Absolutely.
whatever. Okay. Yeah, because this is coming Sunday, so it sounds like it's going to be a big turnout. What can they expect? What else can they expect as far as what they can do as far as like helping out if they want to help out just a little bit more than just the spaghetti? Is there other ways, other areas that they can contribute?
Absolutely. We're doing 2 50/50s there.
Okay.
We'll draw one at 4 o'clock. We'll draw one at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And there's going to be a ton of raffle baskets, a Chinese raffle, and you can buy tickets and put them in there. And I also have Cash App. If somebody wants to donate directly, they can send it to my Cash App, and I'll send it immediately
Okay.
to Mark.
Okay.
Everything that goes to me goes to him.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome.
See,
It's
this
much
is what we've talked
appreciated.
about before. There's two things that have a common theme: unity, pulling together,
right.
helping each other, and everything goes to the cause.
That's right.
Whatever the cause ends up being.
Mhm.
Yep.
In this case, it's gone to Mark.
Yeah, most certainly, because it's been that's one of the things that we've seen that's been very, very special about our community. We know, how to come together, how to pull
Yeah.
together,
Yep.
And I appreciate you, brother, and your heart, and just because this guy's a strong staple, in our community. I'll say that over and over again, and I think he's really awesome. But for us to be able to come together to be able to help a brother out, it shows something. It really does, And hey, that's. If more of the world was like that, maybe the world might be a little bit of a better place. You think, we got to come together and stuff like this. So, hey, learn from the biker community,
Yeah.
And I consider you as a big part of the biker community. You and your family, your wife's here, and
Definitely.
just to be able to to have that stand out there, but to talk with the bikers, You know, to have those conversations, to just
Mhm.
you know, make us everybody feel right at home at the stands, and it's just that's a huge part. But doing something like this, bro, it's huge.
Very
It's
epic.
big.
Very big.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
Big deal.
Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much for
Absolutely.
coming out. I appreciate my man here, Mark. You know, you guys have been totally awesome. Thank you for coming out to the show. Thank you for supporting us. You know, on this little
Of course.
channel that we have.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and doing this and
Just
check
getting
out
the
the
word out.
shirts. Yeah. There's a lot that's out there. If you have an idea that you would like to see happen on a T-shirt, this is your guy you want to talk to. If you have any interest in checking out more of this apparel, if you want to look as cool as I do wearing this, you know, see Mark. You know, you can catch him at just about any.
Wait a minute. As cool as you are,
I think
that's a stretch.
It's the shirt.
That's a stretch. It's gonna be hard to do that. It's gonna.
I
No,
mean-
you're setting the bar way up here for everybody out there.
Keep going. You'll catch up, Sam.
I hope. Yeah.
All right. Here I had hope.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean-
forget that. Right?
I mean, look at this. I mean, come on. You see it, right? If the guy can see me across the diner and say, look at that cool guy. You know, that's what I'm feeling, right? No, but seriously, check out PullNoPunchesApparel.com. Check out the shirts. Go to the biker events.
Mhm.
See Mark. Learn the story. The story is phenomenal. You know, we love learning about those kinds of things because you always see the history. There's more of a purpose, you know, to why we do what we do.
That's exactly
but,
right.
But check these guys out. But thank you guys again so much for coming out. Wayne, as
you,
usual,
Brian.
thank you very much for,
Oh,
for
you bet,
joining us
man.
as usual. Top 10's going to be coming up, you know,
That's coming up.
in a month or so.
We're gonna put that by April,
Yeah.
middle of April probably. We should have that together.
If you guys have events that's coming up, there's a lot of events that we already have on our calendars, and it's filling up very quick.
Yep.
But lock it in, send it our way. You can send it to Wayne at the PA Riding Club. You can see him on their Facebook. You can send it to me on bfctristate.com, which also leads us to the Facebook. And then we can just make sure that we can get the word out in the biker community. You have to let everybody know what those events are. We want to help spread the word and let them know how we can be supportive just by being there. You know, and I think that's really important of what we can do for the biker community. So
Exactly right.
please share it, let them know, send us to us. You know, you can private message to us if you'd like, and or tag us or whatever you want to do. We'll make sure to try to get the word out and help get the word out, right?
We will put it out there as much as we can. That's
Yes.
exactly right.
Yeah. But thanks, guys. Thanks again very much for
My pleasure.
for your
Thank you for having us.
for blessing us and being here. And Wayne, as usual, you know, it's going to be
It's been real
yeah,
again.
always.
Oh, yeah.
Remember to keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And God bless you guys.
You bet.